Hello, everybody. Welcome to another podcast of Marketing 101 for chiropractors. This week, let's talk about landing pages, more so conversions and what you can do to help improve those. But where do you start? What do you look at? What are you looking at to make sure? How do you know your ad is actually performing well? Yes, it's about the leads and the new patients that show up and the new clients that come in. But how do you know if your ad is actually optimized and doing really well? A lot of different things that we can look at as far as ad, how we set up the ad, how we target the ad, and what we write in the ad called the ad copy, and of course the offer. But let's talk about where they're going with this. And on Facebook specifically, Facebook, Instagram ads, you have a couple options on what you do with this. One is to create a direct website hit to your contact us form on your website. This is a direct one. It's an off-site Facebook website. It works really well because you own it, you're verified, and it just has a good transition to it. The things you have to look at on your website side is how fast does your website load up, and some of the barriers that may create a friction to someone filling up your form. So website is a good option. It's a safe option, but not the best option. Your other two are creating landing pages through a third party. There's many out there that you can use, from ClickFunnels to lead pages to high level. All these ones that we've tried and used in the past. And these ones need to be cleaned up properly, and they need to be set up properly as well. URLs to your domain, backlink to your domain, synced up properly with their own landing page and URL specific for that group. And remember, if you make any changes to a campaign or an ad on your ads manager or business side in Meta, the best rule of thumb is to just create a whole new campaign, especially if you're changing URLs. Not if you're making edits to your landing page or your website, if you're changing URLs. So let's say you're going to test a whole new URL. Do not change it in the ad itself. Don't change the URL, and it messes up the entire launch. Facebook actually relaunches it within the algorithm like a startup, but the ad's already been running and it will underperform for a while again. As long as you understand that, I guess you can do that, but you're better off duplicating that ad, creating a new one, and then replacing the URL there. I even go a step further and just create a whole new campaign. That's just the best way. And then duplicate the ads that you have there and create the new ones that you want to test through there. So what do we say when we're testing it? And if I'm flying over your head right now, that's okay. But if you have some knowledge about your Facebook ads and you are trying this on your own, then stay tuned, keep listening to this podcast, because we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what we're looking for to make sure. And if you hire someone to do your ads, these are things you can look at as well when you go to the ads page. Some of you are like, dude, the whole reason I hire someone is because I don't want to even look at it. And that's fine. That's okay. You're probably not in this group. But for the rest of you, you have some knowledge and you want to always keep your thumb on your business, like me, and you want to look at what's going on in those ads. So this is good knowledge to have as well. And good ad agencies will test and change and stop your ads on purpose to recalibrate and get them going again. So and they'll be in good communication with you about that. So landing pages. So we want to look at the upload rate. We want to look, is one better than the other? The answer is yes. Which landing page company do I use, or which company should I use for landing pages? Love them or hate them, ClickFunnels has figured it out. They have done something right. They have simplified their landing pages and made it really user friendly. But not only that, they perform. They perform better. And I know everyone else in the other groups don't like me saying that, but I've tested it around the country. They do perform better for the amateur advertisers, which are chiropractors. You know, if you're doing it on your own, they do. On high level, to get the landing page to function well, there's a lot of back end checks. You're rebuilding web. You're rebuilding the entire lineage from the click to the landing page to the pixels to the backlink URL to everything from there. ClickFunnels does that for you. So am I leaning towards one or the other? No, but in whatever program you're using, don't need to cancel and then subscribe to a new one and spend a whole bunch of money. What you can do is test your landing page versus Inform or a form on Facebook. So two different options. And if you know what I'm talking about, it's when you Go and choose, are you going to use a form in the campaign, or are you going to send them to a form like a lead? So you pick a lead campaign and it says, are you going to target them to a website or to a form? You're going to pick form. You're going to use a form. You're going to create a new form or use a form from before, where the form, and you may have seen these on Facebook where you snoop on other ads, you click on them and automatically the form pops up on Facebook and it has your first name, last name, email, phone number, and claim offer or buy now or check website. And once you hit that, it captures that information for you in Facebook. Now, if you're using something like ClickFunnels, that doesn't help you, but in high level, what you can do, or on any backend that you're using, you can use Zapier or their built-in lead projections inside of that application. And then that can be sent to, like on Zapier, it can be sent directly to a Google Sheet to your office or directly to your email. So you can see that form come in, boom, as an email, and then your front desk can respond immediately to that offer. That's a great way. And you compare the inform to your landing page ad at the same time. So all you do is the same campaign, and then at the ad at the very end, so you go to ad sets, copy, add, copy, and you change that ad, maybe change the images, but use an on Facebook form for that one. So now you're comparing your URL that you're using to an inform. And what you'll see there is if you have one doing better than the other, like one's getting leads and one's barely getting leads, that's the A/B split that you're doing, and you're testing to see, okay, the landing pages is outperforming the inform. What I found is the form outperforms your lead page as far as capturing leads. Now, what does a form do that maybe a landing page can't? Now you're limited here. On a form, it's tough to get payment. You can have the final step of the form to go to a website. So a form can be a link between capturing their information and then sending them to a landing page, maybe a sales page where they buy. They put in their credit card information and then they prepay. Some doctors like that. They like to have prepaid, some skin in the game, so that to minimize no-shows in the office. Makes sense. I love that too. So you can do that as well. We limit the barriers as much as possible. If we do landing pages with Acuity scheduling, we put pay now or pay later. 99% of people say pay later. They don't want to enter their credit card information, especially to you with bad brand awareness that they don't even know. You have a little bit of credibility being a professional in your area, but you have very poor brand awareness. And it's just the way it's going to be. The battle with brand is we're always trying to build our brand, trying to build our awareness in our communities. That's the game you always have to play. So when you take your foot off the gas on that for months or years, you're just hurting yourself as far as brand. Go back to the brand podcast for that. So landing pages, there's two ways of doing that. That's how you test it. So what I look at in the data form when I go into Meta is I go to the ad, and after a week or two or three, I look at the data. What's happening? Am I getting clicks? And I've had ads where I get tons of clicks and no leads. Like, I'm like, why don't we have anyone's information? This ad has been clicked 400 times and I've spent $500. What is going on? I'm getting 99 cents less. I'm getting 58 cent clicks. Like, this thing is getting clicks. People are checking it. What's going on? That's a lead. That's a landing page issue. The ad is performing. People are looking at it. They're clicking on it. So your ad copy, your pictures, your videos, they're doing something. They're generating curiosity, and you're targeting, your demographic, you're targeting your age group, you're targeting the area around your brick and mortar business. Everything's working. You're getting lots of clicks. It's no longer an ad copy issue or an ad issue. It is now a transition issue. You may have a broken link. You may have a landing page that's not functioning properly. You may have a landing page that's just not functional enough. There's just too much going on, or there's too little going on, or there's nothing going on. So that's the issue here. Landing page. Here's a gold star tip when it comes to landing page. Make that first page very simple, very easy. Hey, did you read my ad? It said, come in for a $49 consult, chiropractic exam, and x-rays if necessary. That's a typical ad most chiropractors run. And then on the landing page, it says, claim your $49 ad right here. And then you have to enter your first name, your last name, your phone number, your email. And then it says, claim my $49 exam and consult button. And that button goes there. And then on the bottom underneath that, you've got your privacy policy. You've got a disclaimer maybe for your state under there, that's a good spot to put the disclaimer. Medicare, I mean, you got to put the Medicare disclaimer on there, right? Like, we cannot give you a discount if you're Medicare. That's the way it is. So even though you're targeting people, 30 through 60, you may get someone who's 66 who clicks on your ad or was shared, so you put that disclaimer on there, definitely the Medicare one. And some of your states are really strict, especially in Canada. You guys got to put your disclaimer on there and then have this approved with your provincial board. So you have to submit that in some of the provinces to your provincial board. So you know what I'm talking about. So there's that. So you have the disclaimer and make that first landing page super simple. That way you capture their information. That's the key. Once you got their information, now you can reach out to them as many times as you possibly want, from text, phone call, emails. Now you can just do a whole bunch of stuff to try and get them into your office. So that's the value in advertising, is building that list. Then once they click that button, make the next landing page super simple as well. Pick a time that works for you below. Here's our purchase page. Enter your credit card information and pay $49 now. If you pay now, get a 30-minute massage. I don't know. I don't do this, but some people would like to try and they're really adamant about getting a payment up front. You'll see agencies do this where they keep the payment. So of course they have a payment thing. They're like, hey, we'll run your ads for free. We just keep the payment. I've had people do that too, where they're like, really? Yeah, you run the ad spend and we'll work for free. Like, you don't pay us a monthly digital agency fee. Wow, that sounds good. And then they're just keeping that $49. Makes sense. It's going straight to their Stripe account, to their business, and the lead shows up to your office, or you contact the lead and get them there. So different ways to do this. Maybe you want to do that. You're like, hey, I want the $49. So you create a sales page. For me, what's worked the best is getting the credit card out of the game. Just don't even have people put the credit card in there. You're more likely to get their info. I know what their info is worth. It's worth more than that $49. For sure it is, because now we can contact them and to get them on the phone. And if we get them on the phone and we tell them what we do, chances are they want something that we do. So that works really well. So your landing page there, make them super easy. Once they click that button, book an appointment. I like calendars. So if you're using High Level, it has a built-in calendar. You get the notifications. It's fantastic. If you use Acuity scheduling or Calendly or all the other guys out there, once they hit that confirm to that appointment, you get an email notification right away. That email notification should be going straight to your front desk or the person who's going to make the quickest call or contact as soon as possible. We know that rule, right? These are simple marketing 101 tips, right? Now we're getting into marketing 201, where the landing pages and the copy on there, it's simple. It's really simple. The information and having a map and testimonials and reviews and putting that all on, like making it look like a website, has value for other things. Maybe for some of your laterals. Chiropractic, you're competing against the other chiropractors. And let's be completely honest, some of you are not going to like this. People want to get adjusted. The people who are clicking the button want to get adjusted. So if you're doing the simple offer stuff, you're creating a minimum offer that's tough to teach them once they come into your office that, hey, we're not $49. We're getting you in the door for $49, and our adjustments are $65 or $95 or whatever it may be moving forward. And just being crystal clear in that process. And nowadays, everyone gets it. They get it. It's the low barrier offer to get them into the practice, into the business, into the store. And they know that now once they got me in the store, they're probably assuming I'm going to buy more stuff. And it obviously works that way, because that's why we do it that way. So that's not an issue anymore. But that's the way we want to be doing our landing page. So testing. So Enrico, I'm not getting many clicks on my ad. Am I doing something wrong? Obviously we are. We're not testing. We're either not putting enough money into the ad, or our ad copy truly does suck. And that's not very common. It's usually pretty easy. There's a standard template that you want to do. Use AI. AI is fantastic. And then rephrase it into your own words, but use AI. Say, AI, create a Facebook ad for my chiropractic office that is targeting moms to help their children with fill in the blank. Then AI is going to create this pretty good ad copy where you change a couple stuff in there. And the nice thing about you doing your own ads is at the bottom of the ad, in the ad copy, you're putting the name of your practice, the address, and the phone number. Your agencies don't do this. Why? They want to generate leads. They want to get them to the sales page. They don't want them calling your office. So do these agencies really have you in their best interest? I fight with them all the time. Can you please put our phone number in the ad? Like, no, man, we won't be able to keep track if people call you. Who cares? I'll get a new patient. Yeah, but we won't get our $49, or we won't be able to show that the lead. They literally tell me this. The lead came from the ad. I'm like, well, we'll know they came from the ad because when they come in on their form, how'd you hear about us? Facebook, and we're running your only Facebook ad for the last 3 months. So, and it's just this stupidity with them because they want to prove. So that way, when you finally want to cancel with them, well, we're generating leads for you. We've done our job. Can't talk smack about us. Well, yeah, because you really don't care about us. You care about capturing the leads for yourself to show us that we're getting that. Unless you guys have good digital agencies that give you everything, that hey, you can keep all this, it's all yours, we'll build it for you, like Enrico Dolce Career Marketing. Then that's the way to do it there. So building this stuff out. And guys, that's what we do. We have 2 branches in our, and I've onboarded some employees to help me out here with this. We build your whole back end for you any way that you like. High level is, I think, the number one way to go, just because as a business owner, you put everything in there. You put all your social media content, all your notifications. When people Instagram message your office or Facebook message your office or do something, it all shows up as a notification. You're not checking all different things at all the times, where your Facebook app gives you a notification, your Instagram app gives you a notification. And who's getting the notifications? The doctor, the owner, right? And then you got to send a text to your front desk staff and be like, hey guys, can you call this person? They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they saw our TikTok video, they saw this, they saw that. Instagram's trying to pull that all in there. So I like it the best. And we're building that out for you. And then at the end of the day, you're like, hey doc, thanks. I'm done working with you. It's all good. We're like, here's your sub account. It's all yours. Now you know how to use it. We know your team knows how to use it. It's all yours. Go for it. Find the problems that your clients have that you can solve. I think we've turned a corner now with Facebook, with Enrico Dolce Career Marketing, where we're like, you know what? No one wants all these podcasts that I'm talking about. What they do want is someone else to do it for them, and just a whole bunch of new patients show up to their office so that they can do the chiropractic stuff. Chiropractors just want to be chiropractors. And I've realized that not everyone is like me. Not everyone wants to be the CEO and do everything themselves. They want to be the CEO, but they want everyone else to do the stuff. They want to delegate it. And when you run a $500,000 practice, tough to delegate these positions, because a COO or a chief clinical officer or a chief office manager costs money. You got to pay them. And then once you add too many people to the payroll, well, then there's no profit at the end of the day for you. So I get how a business is run. So that's what we're doing on that end. But anyways, back to landing pages, making sure that they're always checking each week. So that's the issue. If you're getting clicks, it's a landing page issue. If you're not getting clicks, it's an ad copy issue. Turn it off, start the campaign all again to try and get the clicks. And once you're getting clicks, now you're like, well, how do we capture their information the best? Try and inform on Facebook, and just the first thing they do when they click it, boom, it pops up. Name, phone number, email. Claim this offer, get more information, go to our website. They have to give you their phone number or email. Boom, you got it. You can start from there. At least you got something. Then once they go to the offer, then they can either purchase it, claim it, but you guys can now run through it with them. When you take out the digital agency in between you and your marketing, you're in full control of all the information, which is fantastic, which is always fantastic. You just always want to be doing the best for your ads. I hope that was useful. Have a great week. Try and implement that stuff. Comment, send me some messages. Tell me how that stuff's going. Would love to hear more about what you're doing and accomplishing. Take care. Be successful.